Cons? I don't think there's any cons. There's only pros of running FICM tunes. FICM tunes are a reason that God loves you and wants you to be happy. The throttle response difference in your truck is freaking phenomenal. There's token people, depending on what ECM software you're running, though, that if they run just the 40, they're just like, yeah, I didn't really notice a whole ton. There's like a 20-minute conversation that goes with that for the reasons why. But this is a reason why, if we've got somebody on the fence one way or the other, we're like, why don't you just rent the FICM tuner? You can try out all the tunes. You keep the one you like the best and go from there. So you can try out the 40, see if it just knocks your socks off. If it doesn't, try the 80. If it doesn't, try the 100. If it doesn't, try the Eco, whatever. So you can try them all out and see which one you like the best. I would tell you that the only other thing would be recognize that anytime you add more power, you're adding exhaust gas temperature. So if you go above the 40 and you're towing heavy, you can get your EGTs really, really high, really, really fast. Like, for example, on an otherwise stock truck, stock stick, stock injector, just, an aftermarket, a cold air intake, like an S&B or something with a 4-inch exhaust, you can hit 1,500 degree exhaust gas temperatures in 6 seconds from a stop with the Hercules tune. So man, be ready for that. But if you're a gauge watcher or you just understand physics and how it works, you won't get yourself into trouble even there. But if you do tow heavy, if you're constantly got 10, 12,000 pounds behind you or whatever, and you're only running 373s, I wouldn't choose the 100 horsepower tune. I just wouldn't, especially if you haven't run our solenoids in the transmission. Otherwise, well, we sell transmissions. So FICM tunes are amazing, but obviously with any additional power, you have an additional consequence. And so, but that said, we've sold thousands of these, and we've had one person want their money back. It's astounding. And 98% of people, 99% of people say, man, I'm seeing better fuel economy here. This is amazing. Every once in a while we get somebody say, I didn't see any better fuel economy at all, but man, do I love how my truck behaves now. And so it's like, well, okay, fine. So who knows? There's driving styles to take into consideration. There's ECM software revisions to take into consideration. There's a lot of pieces and parts, but the general happiness level is off the charts. So try the tune. Maybe instead of sending it in and instead of sending your FICM into us and having us apply a tune, maybe rent the FICM tuner. You can have it in your hot little hands for 10 days. If your buddies who also have 6 liters, while you have it, if they're just like, man, I want that too, recognize that while you have the tuner, we can actually add licenses remotely to it to be able to tune your buddy's truck too. So that way everybody wins. Okay? So I hope this helps. FICMRepair.com. We're all in this together. Thanks. By the way, the increase in exhaust gas temperatures is commonly about 200 degrees. So as far as peak temps and all that. So just kind of keep that in the back of your head and onward, upward. Any other questions, please let us know. Appreciate it. Great question. Thanks.